Whatever the first one was of those, Get Shorty or the other one.
Get Shorty was his. Yeah.
Was that first or second?
I mean, he made like a whole bunch of movies.
Because the first one.
Well, because like he made like some cowboy movies.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Like 310 to Yuma was like a big one.
I didn't see that.
And that was like they made it in the 50s, I think, and then they remade it in 2000s.
Yeah, I remember the remake. But
And then 52 Pickup was also his. I think that was set in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a movie or a book. I just know the mean thing you can do to someone when you're like, hey, you want to play 52 Pickup?
Oh, throw the cards up?
Yeah, sick fuck.
Is that how you got into playing poker?
Yeah.
No, I'm already recording, by the way. I probably should tell you.
Oh,
so yeah.
Good. I'm glad that gold wasn't wasted. Should I be like?
However you want to do it,
camera?
man. However you want to do it.
Yeah.
I'm very body conscious, so I try not to look as fat as I am.
Word. I have body dysmorphia where I think I'm fat.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That was good. No, I didn't realize how fat. How bad I was in my head, because like you remember those high school scrapbook things, or not like the yearbook, but like the one you write in. Did you have one of those?
No, we wrote in the yearbooks.
Yeah, because like we had one that was like mostly you made your own kind of thing. You put throw pictures in and stuff like that.
Huh.
And
What year did you graduate high school?
I graduated in the 90s.
All right.
And I looked at my thing. I thought I was fat in high school, and I was like 5'10", 185.
Right.
And I was just like, I still felt like I was fat then.
I look at pictures like now where from like 10 years ago in comedy where I felt fat, and I look at them like, God damn, I'd love to look like that. That's good.
I'd kill to be that level of fake chubby again. Yes,
yeah. I would kill, but I wouldn't modify my diet. But I would kill for it, no problem. I would definitely murder a person.
It's challenging, man.
It's hard, but it's also like it is very hard. But I also don't try that hard.
Yeah,
I'm kind of like, fuck it.
It's one. I think it's one fortunate thing we have over women. Where we don't have to, especially in like entertainment or anything. There are like some funny big girls or whatever, but it was just like, yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
No, you can get a way more attractive woman than you are. As a
yeah, you can date up. You can date up being like any kind of entertainer kind of thing. I feel like if you're a good comedian, singer, actor, like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like if you're Zack Stein.
Yeah.
Everybody, welcome to the podcast. I got a guest, very funny comedian Zack Stein.
Big girls are beautiful too. I'd like to put that on the record.
Women of all shapes and sizes. There we go. Absolutely. Shit, I don't think. Can you hear that?
The truck? Yeah.
Oh, it's probably a trash truck. Okay, never mind. Sometimes I'm losing. I feel like I'm losing my mind here, where I like just freaking noises. So
what did you think it was?
I wasn't sure what I thought.
Okay.
I thought it sounded like a plane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but no, it's just a really loud trash truck. Okay. I was surprised. I didn't expect them to be delivering today.
On Monday, yeah.
A holiday.
Yeah, take the day off, trash man.
Happy Memorial Day. Are you doing anything later for Memorial Day?
Nah, I'm just gonna be working at the world famous comedy store.
Yeah, new job. Look at.
I just got hired a week ago, which is exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. For Matt's listeners who don't know, it's not just being a man at the door. They also give you stand-up comedy spots.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Oh, you get to develop. It's money. It's a little money in your pocket. You're being around other people. You're getting to see like somebody who may not be in your wheelhouse, but you can see how they can work a crowd, and you learn from it.
Yeah, I worked at the Improv too. I love watching those like pro shows, like the main room shows and everything, because it's like even if it's not your cup of tea, it's like the pros just have all these tools, and they're just so capable of just really owning a room.
Yeah,
and it's educational.
I remember the first time I saw like Sebastian, who's not in my wheelhouse. I
didn't think he was in my wheelhouse, and I always wrote him off. And then I finally saw him. I was like, "Oh, this guy's incredible!
Yeah,
he's so funny."
Yeah, and it was just like, "Oh my god!" It was similar where it was just like, he's like, "Okay, he's a big name, blah blah blah," and then I watched him a couple times, and I was just like, "Oh, the technique, the tools, the eyes, the expressions, and he obviously he's killing, and it's just like somebody like that who I would have never been exposed to. So it's just one,
Yeah, you said you worked in a comedy club?
I worked at the John Lovitz,
the
John Lovitz Comedy Club.
Right?
That's the ticket, man. Yeah, it was. They opened it like a year I had been doing open mics out here for like a year, and I saw it like on social media. A new club was opening. I was just like, all right, yeah, okay, I'll see. I'll take a sec because I had a day job too, and I was just like, oh, if I'm working there, I could probably get spots, whatever. You know, it's smart to if you want to work, if you have the desire to work in the evenings, you know, and. They after like it was a bad match for that environment. It was like three.
You and John Lovitz butt heads.
No, John Lovitz was John was actually really nice, really cool. He was really hands off. He came and did his thing. He let the managers manage, and it was like 3 stories high though. That was the problem. And
the room.
Yeah, it was a music venue before.
Oh wow! So there's like 3 stories of seating.
Yes, and it was all hard surfaces, all concrete, polished hard surfaces. So like echoes were just everywhere. When it was full, it was bomb. It was amazing. Yeah. It felt great to be in that room. But it was never full. So it was just like everybody got because, you know, like laughter travels up. And if there's nothing up there, it's just like when like you see like the OR in the Comedy Store where it's like set nice for that.
Yeah, the low ceilings are rock. And it's, set to the back.
Carpet.
Word, I didn't know carpet made a difference, but I learned something new today.
No, yeah, it does. Yeah. It does. So did you start out here? Or did you start?
I started in Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit, Michigan. Was it? Were you were in college or?
Sort of. Yeah. I guess my first one was when I was still in college. I was kind of blowing off college and just partying and stuff.
Would have never guessed that. Would have never guessed that.
I just could. I would just. It was just. Once I had that freedom, I just would stop. I just wouldn't go to classes.
You learned that you were the funny guy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I became a little more conscious of it. I was always obsessed with stand up, and then I was like, you know, it was me and my friends were funny too. Yeah. I still have like 2 of my close friends. I think. Could do stand up, but they have no interest in it at all. But yeah, no, there was a point where I was like, oh, I think I'm funny in like a different way. I'm like a little more unique way than some of them or whatever.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, like shooting the shit with your friends is fun. It's so much fun, especially, and then but like the performing where people don't know you and they can walk in and go, oh, this dude is legitimately. We don't know all the backstory, but we can still define that he's hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I give you. That was a great. I just talk too much sometimes.
That's I think on a podcast. I don't think that's really something you got to worry about. It would be weird if we talk.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just a moment of silence.
Fair enough. Yeah. So I do a joke. I try to make a joke, and then you just look at me with a blank stare, and that would be like a moment of silence during a podcast. That would be rough. So you're gonna do it right now. I like that. That's good. You're the second person we've had in here from Detroit, Sandy Danto.
I love Sandy Danto.
He's one of my favorites.
We grew up in the similar area. We know some of the same people.
Yeah.
A mutual friend got me kind of pointed in the right direction for my first open mic.
Yeah.
I was before podcasts when I started it.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was like, it didn't even seem possible or accessible.
Luckily you're in a major city, you know, so, or on the outskirts, I guess.
Yeah, 100%. So they were there, but it's just, I didn't know where to find them or anything, or that even that open mics were really that much of a thing.
That there was a local network of people, you know, trying to work it out.
I thought it was just the people on TV. I thought that was like all the stand-ups.
Yeah, like it's just Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock or something like that. Yeah.
I thought like if you weren't an absolute idiot, then you would go on late night, and then if you did well on that, then you get an HBO special.
Like those were open micers, just try it out. Like, hey, Jay Leno likes him. You know,
once I found the open mic, I was like, oh, do this for a few months, and then I can go on Leno or some shit.
Yeah,
and, still 10 years later. No, actually 13. But
13? Nah. Dude, I had no idea how long you've been doing it. You're super funny. Every time, even on our hangs, you always crack me up.
Ah, thanks, man. You too.
It was just like I think you have such a. I don't know, like a self-deprecating, and then also,
it sure sucks. So it's easy.
What's that?
I said I suck. So
you
it's
do
easy.
not. You don't suck. It's like usually when we're like playing poker or something. That's whenever I was just like, oh my god, this dude is hilarious. And like, I don't know if everybody was like focused on the game or something like that, or like we were the only ones who weren't sober. It was also
that is a very sober game. A lot of ex-heroin addicts at our poker game.
I damn near did a spit take, but this is my own house. That's going to be your goal for today. Is just try to get a spit take out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
like with the drinks.
That's how you work on your timing. Yeah. You ever try to do that? You ever try to? Do you ever feel like that way whenever you're with an audience and you get the spit take on stage? Have you ever seen that?
I'm so not conscious of. I've worked on being more present and stuff. But like my go-to is to not even be that conscious of the audience. It's
really?
Laughing or not. Yeah.
Huh.
And but like I've been making steps to be more present and feel more like conversational, even though it's whatever.
I mean, I feel like there's a way to do it either way. Like more like some people, like one of my favorite comedians was Doug Stanhope, who was very conversational. But then you would sit there after he did an hour, and you're like, oh, we had a conversation. You didn't realize he was the one doing all the talking.
Exactly. Their part of the conversation is kind of laughing or reacting or whatever the fuck. But it's still like when it's just recited or whatever, it's like you can still get it, but it's just it really does. I feel like my game's elevated when I'm present, and I'm like, it feels more.
Yeah, if you're comfortable doing it. Then there's also like some people that are just like super presentational.
Yes.
Where it's like more of a like a Sebastian, like I was talking about.
Ricky Gervais comes to mind.
Yeah, where it's they could, it feels like they could be doing it in front of an empty room. And I'm impressed by that. I don't have that skill. I feel like I always have to be checking in with people. Like, did you understand what I meant?
Yeah.
Especially when you're like doing like new bits or anything.
Yeah. I think that's the core of mine still. But I like the writing, and so like presentational, I guess, was I think kind of my go-to. But it just feels like it just gives you a lot of room when you can like have those other tools and shit.
Yeah. So yeah, you've been doing it 10, 11 years. How long in did you move out? LA was LA your first move?
Yeah. I hate moving. It's such a process. I was like, if I move to another city for stand up, that's where I'm ending.
It's like you're gonna bury roots there.
That's where I'm staying. Yeah, because it's like there's been temptation to move to
like Austin
or New York. I love New York.
I think you do. I think you do well in either one.
Sure, but it's fucking starting over. You have to make friends. Ugh.
You have friends?
I have friends, but I mean, just like, you have to really ingratiate yourself into a scene and like get to know people and stuff. And it's easy to do when you're 25-year-old blackout drunk, but when you're like trying to take it easy and you're 36, it seems like a pain in the ass.
I have thought about it. I've thought about leaving LA, especially since like the way film production has just kind of died here, which was not the reason I came out. Reason I initially came out was sports writing, and and like stand up just kind of happened. But it was just like I've seen what LA's kind of turned into, and I mean it's still great. I love the weather, and there's still a scene, and there's still a million places to get up. But it was just like without the entertainment side, not being so decentralized now, it's just like I don't know. There's an unknown right here.
For sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, to me, it feels like it might just be one of those,
ebbs and waves.
Industry kind of like, and entertainment industry has this, and there's been so much money being poured in that I think is higher than what is the actual value, because it's like it's not entertainment money, it's tech money.
That's what it's turned into. Yeah.
Like that stuff. So it's like it's so oversaturated. So I feel like we're overdue for it to kind of eat shit for a second.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be like I'm almost kind of hoping for like a return to physical media, where it's just like I do miss like I sound like an old man, but I do miss like the Blockbuster or whatever. Like you walk by and you're like, oh hey, that's a Don Cheadle movie. I like him. I'll pick that one up. And there'd be times where like a movie will come out and you don't even see it.
Yeah.
Just because it's not the tech demons have decided it's not in your wheelhouse and it won't engage.
I mean, that's the thing that scares me about, because like a comedy special used to be such like an awesome, impressive
special
thing. There weren't that many a year.
Yeah.
And like I saw one probably like 6-7 years ago on Netflix where it was like I was just scrolling through and I saw a guy, I'd never heard of him.
Yeah.
He kind of looked like me. The description seemed like it could kind of describe my stand-up, and I'm like, why the fuck would I ever watch this? And I was like,
it's like oversaturation of it. I mean, it's fortunate, but it's like a double-edged sword where it's like specials are so inexpensive to produce. Like we have friends that are, I'm sure we both have friends that have, hey, I got a special, and it's just like, hey, where'd you record it? It was just like that abandoned warehouse for like in front of 30 people
on YouTube, which the YouTube is tight for like, but it's
I also get it for not wanting to have to deal with censorship or anything like that. You can say whatever you want to. I get that.
Totally. But it's weird to me when some people, it's their first time doing an hour is recorded as a special.
Yeah. We've seen that.
Yeah, like I want to run it. Like I've done 45 to an hour like 3 times. I want to run it like 30 times before I like try to record something.
Yeah, you want to tighten it up and and then also have some external feedback to see exactly what hey, does this go in this right? Am I doing this in the right place? Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, I've seen that where somebody does their first hour, records it, and then I mean, like, I get it. I can't knock the hustle.
Sure, no, it's what you gotta do. I think it's everything's more temporary. It's like just put stuff out and burn it, and then write new jokes. Is I feel like kind of the way to some extent now.
Yeah, I also felt like. I think you may have this also where like I held stand up in such a high regard that there is no way I could do a bad. I'm so terrified of doing a bad special.
Yeah, right.
That I don't. But I didn't realize. Hey, you can just burn it. You can just do another one. You're just gonna do a second one, whatever.
Yeah.
And you can do it, or you can like somebody, especially if it's on a YouTube or somebody's stream. Like, you can just take it offline completely. It was like, what special?
It never existed.
Never existed. No. Oh, the one I had a meltdown in front of the elderly lady in Burbank. No, that never happened. Yeah.
Onstage meltdowns are like so. As far as keeping the audience's attention, that's one of the best things to watch.
The best tool.
I've seen like 2 or 3 times a comic really just melting down on stage, and it isn't enthralling. You're hanging on every word.
Because typically nobody was hanging on to the words before the meltdown either. That's like
you want them to hang on to the words.
It's like a Hail Mary pass that gets completed.
Yeah.
Down by 3 with 8 seconds left, and it's just like, how do I get this audience to embrace me?
But it's not fun. It's horrifying. It's not fun, like funny or anything. But it's like. You have them in such a place where you could, if you had the wherewithal to make a joke or something, like
if they can pull it out and like correct the flight or correct the plane, and land off of that,
invert the bird, I
mean, like Brody would always was like one of those ones who, he
lived in that zone of a meltdown almost,
and then like he would tap dance into it, and then it's like, what are you doing? Why don't you like me? I was on. Start listing his credits.
Yeah,
seeing stuff like that is just like one of my favorite things. Like that's another guy who could just I was never really exposed to him before I started hanging at the store. And those kind of things.
I ended up loving him, but I didn't like him at first because he had for his. I watched his Comedy Central show. I was watching like everything on Comedy Central, and he phrased it was the first drama on Comedy Central.
Oh, they enjoy it whenever he had his mental.
And there was stuff I liked on it, but there was also I'm like, oh, this is way more as a teenager, as whatever age. I was like, this is too. I didn't want a drama on Comedy Central.
Yeah, I mean, I get both sides of it. Yeah.
No, now I've seen it like again in retrospect. I'm like, oh, this is great. This is really interesting.
Yeah, and, Brody Stevens enjoy it. He's just yeah.
That wasn't speaking ill of him. That was speaking of just of my teenage preferences. Yeah. You don't want to be just ripping on dead people.
Remember when Brody hates shit? That'd be a good podcast. We just slam comedians that have died.
When the numbers are growing, are the ones we know.
Yeah, there's been a handful, man. Yeah, and the longer you work at the store, the more meltdowns you're gonna see.
For sure,
that's gonna be somewhat. You can have to start like.
I feel like those happen off stage more there. Maybe I don't know. I'm so new still.
Yeah, that was one of the things I did learn about working in a comedy club was like some of the funniest stuff happens off stage, whether it's like people's beefs or something, and it was like between like 2 open micers that have 9 months in between them. That kind of like I'm at this level, you're at that level. I'm so much better than you.
So funny, yeah.
or somebody gets like passionate about a chick or something like that, or somebody gets bumped. But I saw a guy get upset that he got bumped by like a guy with like TV credits at the early part of an open mic, at Potluck.
Yeah.
Because it was like I think it was like Steve Byrne was coming in to do a set or something. He's like, "Who's this guy?"
It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. The egos we get are so.
I know. I feel like anything's guaranteed too. It's like this industry, of course. People from TV are going to get
What's
on. I don't know. Just to me, it seems so obvious that people from TV are going to get on before you. That the audience are going to be so excited to see or whatever the fuck. It's a business.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, like I had to learn. I had to learn that too. I was one of those unreasonable. Hey, what's fair is fair kind of guys. It was just like this is Dane Cook. He's gonna go up when he wants to go up, you know, or insert whoever, you know. It was just
it's even at the lower levels you see it so much with like comics will hate that the buckets are rigged and then they start getting rigged for them.
Yeah,
like at open mics or whatever, and then they're like, yeah, well, it makes the show, it makes it better. It
that's
helps the flow. Yeah,
it makes we're worried about the flow of an open mic. Yeah. Well, so in Detroit, was it like that where you had like people sitting where you actually had humans like?
It was incredible. I'd say like you go to LA or New York or even or Austin now to like actually Austin. I don't even think this applies to LA or New York. You know, to like really make it. That's awesome too. But like it's not. It's so.
Excuse me.
It's less fun.
What do you mean?
It's less fun to do comedy here than in other scenes because it's like so
oversaturated. You feel?
Not even oversaturated. Well, it's the way I've heard it too is it's like here on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night you can go to the Comedy Store, the Improv, see the biggest names in the world. Yeah. So there's no one at open mics, and also it's like there's so many other things to do at nighttime and stuff. Yeah. And so whatever the reason, open mics ends up just being comics. You're all going for the same thing. And another thing that was, everyone has that perspective of I'm trying to be a comic and stuff, and it's obviously the jokes are still different. Yeah. But in Michigan, you'd be at open mics, and one guy would be like, "I'm a teacher," I'm a fireman.
They'd still be holding on to their day job.
And you have these different. That's where their like kind of point of view comes from, instead of it's just all, I'm trying to become a big stand-up comic or whatever, which they were trying to do too,
or an architect or whatever, or trash man. Whatever.
But the open mics would be 5 to 10 minute sets, and you'd have anywhere from 15 to 200 audience members. Yeah,
I had a little bit of experience with that in Oklahoma, where it was just like, it was a Tuesday night. It's not like you had your choice of comedians.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It was one of the most fun things you can do is go to a shitty open mic.
Yeah, you're in your 20s, you're out of college or something like that. Hey, we're gonna get some cheap beer, and we'll see if these dickheads make us laugh or not. You know, is what. Have you? I know you're a pretty good sports guy. You still follow your Detroit teams and stuff?
I love the Lions. It's been one of the greatest.
You got your Lions color shirt on right now, man.
Yeah. Yep. Honolulu blue. This shirt, I got a bit out of it, but this is one of two shirts that I really like that I got from my friend after her dad died, and she just has a drawer
you got bequeathed to it.
Short sleeve button ups, which is so my jam. They're so nice, and they just fit me perfectly. Yeah, and so I'm gonna be low key trying to get some shirts when my friend's dads die, because I'm about that size.
Dad size? You
I'm dead dad.
You got the dad bod.
Yeah.
Do you think being a team? Do you think being a fan of teams that have like so much struggles makes you a better comedian, or like toughens your skin?
No, I think getting beat as a child did that.
If you don't want to go into it,
I had the Red Wings, fucking, so they were always tight. So then. I don't know. I like when I was 17, 18, I'd get really pissed off about my sports team was losing if they were good and stuff. But
that's a good age to be irrational. Yeah. If somebody's just like has an even measured, well, I guess Indiana's a better team than us. You know, you would look at that person like he's going to shoot up a school. You should be furious. You should be put a hole in a wall, not in your girlfriend or anything like that. But just
amen to that.
Yeah. I love your basketball joke, by the way, man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's just one of the funniest things.
Basketball was invented by James Naismith, Professor James Naismith, as we know. It's funny to imagine him inventing the basketball hoop, getting down from his ladder and looking up at it and going, 10 feet. No one's getting up there, which I like it too. But it's one of those that, like when I started, hit all the time, and now I'm like, it's like 60-40 maybe. And I haven't been
do you feel like you just like kind of you're like just tired of it, or
Yeah, it's like I feel like
Yeah.
it's my shit. I feel like it goes in cycles. I don't ever like all the way get over the jokes, but it's like whatever resonates with me and is funny to me in the moment, I'm gonna do better with and stuff. And that one's like doesn't hit as hard for me these days. So it's
it's because you know it so well and you know all the reactions you're gonna get from it. You know? But I was so much that way where I used to never try to do the same set over again because I'd be so bored with it.
Word. Yeah.
Do you ever?
Well, see, my thought is, because I know a lot of comics are like, oh, I hate my material from 3 years ago.
There's a lot of self-hate going on with all
is
comics.
A lot. I don't have that. I don't have the imposter syndrome. I like my shit and stuff. But the thing I noticed is sometimes like you could have a bit and like just murder with it the first time, and then maybe it like never does that well again and stuff.
Yeah,
and it's like that because you feel it, you connect to it so much when you just wrote it.
That
and
enthusiasm.
Stuff. Yeah. So
and you sold it well. You put more love into it.
Yeah, there's just the emphasis is there. It's real. It's like how you, and then once it becomes more and more written and recited, it's hard. So that's why I'll think instead of like, what's my best jokes? I'm like, which ones are funny to me now, and then I can kind of recapture that. Like, first time.
Like you're doing your top 10. Like you're doing your top 10. You've been ranking. This one hit Thursday. I got to put this. I got to move this one up.
Yeah, that's like a little too stiff of thinking when it's like, oh, this one is the best one or whatever.
Yeah, that's one of the things I always had a problem with was. You're doing a set, but it's also a show because you're pretending to be enthusiastic about every single chunk that you're doing. Yeah. It could be a chunk you've been doing for 10 years, but it's like a brand new audience. Like these people in Denver have never heard of me or whatever. Yeah. Or and then if you're doing it in front of you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. I wrote off the performance aspect of it when I was like young and dumb, where I was like, who gives a shit if it's a well-written joke, they should laugh. I shouldn't have to spoon feed it to you or something. But that's such dumb thinking.
Well, no, because you were such a fan of comedy that you would dig for it.
Yeah, right.
as an audience member, and so you assumed everybody else was going to give you that same grace.
Yeah. And you forget how like most comics are obsessed with comedy. We've taken in so much comedy, like no one looks at it the same way.
The only things that make us laugh anymore are the meltdowns.
They are fun. I hope I get one tonight.
Oh yeah? Hope it's not yours.
Nah, I won't be. I only have 3 minutes. That's not enough time for a meltdown.
Dude, wait till you see your first 3-minute meltdown. That's good.
You got to get into it quick. I mean,
it's usually somebody like trips walking up the steps, onto the stage. Knocks over the microphone stand or something. It's tangled up in the curtain. You ever seen those guys like Johnny Pepperton or Josh Faded, where they would do like the super physical, like the pratfalls almost of the comedian that can't even get the microphone out of the stand.
Yeah.
It's so funny to me. So
I love goofy shit.
Yeah. Who were some of your influences when you started? Or
So, the first. So
like old premium blend Comedy Central, yeah.
Definitely early. My intro to stand-up comedy, because we weren't like my dad was funny, but we didn't watch like Late Night or even Saturday Night Live or anything like that.
Yeah.
But Chris Rock, No Sex in the Champagne Room, was on MTV TRL Top 10.
Yes, it was.
With, like,
90s, yeah.
Backstreet Boys and all that shit, and it was like I'm there for like a month, and so
No Sex in the Champagne Room.
And in third grade, we're a bunch of 9-year-olds, or fourth grade. We're just all quoting it like, if a woman has a tongue ring, she'll probably suck your dick. If a guy has a tongue ring, he'll probably suck your dick. Just a bunch of 9-year-olds yelling that at each other on a playground and stuff. And
you were way beyond funnel ball or anything like that. Jump rope and tag. You were like, no, we're doing Bring the Pain.
Yeah. And so eventually I got my dad to get me that stand-up CD, Bigger and Blacker.
Bigger and Blacker, yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, you can talk like this? You can look at the world like this? And then I listened to that like every single night for like 2 years.
Oh, yeah, I probably had it on lock, huh?
Yeah, my headphones. And then it opened up into Comedy Central. The roasts were big. I loved Sarah Silverman and Anthony Jeselnik.
Oh, yeah.
Sarah Silverman was my favorite comic from like 12 to 18. Then Jim Jeffries. Then I started comedy, and then like Kurt Metzger and Norm Macdonald were like tops. Norm Macdonald's my favorite of all time.
No, I got to meet Norm when he was he was hosting for Bill Cosby in the '90s at a college pep
he has
rally.
A story about opening for Bill Cosby.
Oh yeah, this was around that same time.
So
yeah, I don't know if it was it was Oklahoma State before they had a football game. They had a big pep rally, and Norm was the host, and Cosby was the headliner. And yeah, he would tell these bullshit stories.
Yeah.
But just to fuck with it, it was just fucking. One of my friends had to was what they called it was like his concierge on campus, and he was telling us he was making up a story. We could completely tell, or I could tell they were all like they was
yeah,
and they was like I've just been bullshitting with you the whole time.
His whole book is like a fake memoir that's just like made up, like kernels of truth expanded into like these made up stories to make a novel. It's really cool and funny, but like
yeah,
he loved fucking with people. It seems like
the Conan O'Brien visits.
Yeah, did you hear about like I don't know if you ever heard like his openers like. They'd get the light and it'd be like, all right, and here's Norm Macdonald.
Yeah.
And he just wouldn't come up and just leave them hanging on stage
just
like for like
screw
20 minutes. Yeah. So just to watch them flounder.
Because they'd already had their nice little dismount and they'd done their closer. And the audience isn't in on it.
Just for him. He was a bit of a bully, but in the best way.
It's a self-indulgent. I mean, yeah. I've done that for a minute, and also it's not like people were as enthused to see me as they were to see Norm Macdonald,
sure.
and just to leave somebody hanging for because it could feel like 15 minutes up there while you're the opener.
Yeah. You're a sick fuck.
You got to keep it fun. And then you're laughing when you come up. That's a nice little icebreaker for the audience. For sure. And and he was already done. Your opener, whatever. Yeah. Have you been able to do much traveling, get out of town with stand up, any of that stuff?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I've not like on a consistent level, but I've been to Michigan a ton, obviously back in Michigan, Arizona, Chicago, Florida, Utah. It's cool.
It's fun hitting different. It's so much fun hitting different crowds, it's especially like you. Whenever it's like you're doing Michigan, Detroit, it's kind of like a little bit of homecoming, kind of feel like they're down. They know what they're getting,
Yeah.
And there's so it's like you have like the LA stuff that you're doing, and then you have like the random towns, and you're like, oh god, I hope this works, sometimes.
I was in Michigan recently, and I did there's like a smaller club that's run by a bunch of my friends, and Sam Talent lives there now, and he has a show.
I didn't know that.
His show is so fucking fun.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the weekend, I was featuring at the main club there for one of those
is it still
Gutfeld guys who's like he writes and performs on Gutfeld, the Fox News thing.
Okay, yeah.
And so there's a big Fox News crowd, and they fucking I got him by the third show. I figured it out, but it was fucking rough going at first. They did not like me one bit. I'm not even political, but I think I don't know what it is.
Did they say that you were from LA?
I told the host to stop saying I was from LA. I'm like,
it sucks that you have to say that for some crowds, but it was just like if they would have said, "Hey, local Michigan guy," and they would have given you a little bit more grace.
For sure. I got booed and got told to go back to LA, and it was this guy, this big fucking obese guy in one of those scooters and stuff. Like the crowd wasn't on my side at all, so I couldn't go. I just had to take it, kind of. I couldn't go like in on him because they didn't like me. So,
what's that?
I couldn't go like in on him because they didn't like me. So.
You didn't have the grace, the sympathy vote where you could. Yeah, that's one of the things I also had to learn was people can from the hecklers. You have to let them get the first word in, and you have to let people hear it because I'm hypersensitive on hearing on somebody, and if you like go at them too early, you look like an ass.
You need the crowd to want you to. I think so many comics instantly go, and I feel like there's an episode of Louis where he like goes around the woman. He's like, this is my thing, you need attention right now, blah blah blah. But this is like a fed up comic who's been doing it for 30 years and it's in a TV show, and I've seen so many comics now be like try to really like dress him down in a non-comedic way and stuff. It's like you can handle it nice first of all, because a lot of times they don't even feel. They're just
they think they're playing along.
Yeah, they think they're part of it. They don't know how a comedy show works and stuff.
Yeah, they're not. You've been doing stand up for 10 years. They haven't been going to shows for 10 years.
Yeah, and the audience, just because you find it unpleasant that they heckle, the audience isn't ready for you to call them a cunt. Like, it's, and you just seem like an asshole.
Yeah, exactly. You hit him with it's like they brushed up against your shoulder and you hit him with a hammer. You know, it's just the overreaction can be too severe. Everything. Yeah, should call back. Yeah. It's not it.
Speaking of sports, man, Detroit Tigers. How about them?
Are they?
They have the best record in the MLB.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tariq Skubal just yesterday pitched a 94 pitch complete game, and his last pitch he hit 103.
Jesus Christ! How young is he, man?
I don't know.
Like
his
20s
age.
or something?
He's young. He's young. Yeah, he won Cy Young last year, but he's really new in the program.
The Tigers have been doing a thing where they've been trading for so much trading for so many prospects, and it's finally starting to bloom. You know.
Yeah, they don't spend nearly as much as like the old owner did with Mike Ilitch and stuff.
Was he the Little Caesars guy?
Yeah.
Did he pass away?
Yeah, he passed away, and his family still owns it, but they just he's
a lot more conservative.
He overpaid. Prince Fielder on that contract.
Well, that was just a dud contract. Yeah, and then I know they gave up Price and they gave up Verlander and
Scherzer.
Sure. Yeah, God damn.
The pitching on that team was so the Red Sox kind of came back on them, and that team was so good. Like it was. Yeah. Anibal Sanchez was our third best pitcher, maybe fourth, and he had the ERA crown that year.
Yeah,
and it was stacked. Miguel Cabrera was around the triple crown that year.
Yeah, Victor Martinez. Crushing behind Curtis Granderson.
So yeah. Granderson was earlier. That was
my bad.
I forgive you. We had Austin Jackson.
Okay. And Iglesias at short, right?
Yeah. He was so nasty.
He was a wizard.
Field. Yeah, the hitting was whatever. I remember when he got
hit
right in the fucking dick with a fastball when he wasn't wearing a cup. It just fucking boomed right into his balls. That sucked.
He probably felt worse. I'm pretty sure.
No, for him.
We got some good enjoyment out of it. We got a base runner. Yeah, you have to go walk that off for a hot minute.
That would suck if he swung.
Did you ever play sports when you were younger?
Oh yeah. Baseball scared me because I watched my brother take a pitch right in the fucking mouth.
Oh, your brother got hit in the dick too, or something.
Everyone in my life gets hit in the dick with a pitch. I can't have any friends, no loved ones. They're just gonna get destroyed.
We go to Zach's birthday party. Everybody has like high pitched voices. Here we go. Yeah.
I love ice hockey.
Yeah. Okay.
Basketball, football, just playground shit. I went to football camp or for the preseason training thing in high school.
Oh yeah, August workouts. Or whatever.
The hardest part was out of town. They had you running miles up these hills, everyone's puking and shit.
Oh yeah,
I kind of liked it, and then.
It's like what CrossFit is now. It's like an F45 kind of vibe to it.
It's just too much cog in a machine for me, which is stupid. But and then it was you had to come in on a Saturday for concussion tests, and I just blew it off. I was like, I don't want to come in on a Saturday.
They thought you had.
No, everyone had to do a concussion test.
They had to see what your baseline was.
Yeah, it was not when you were in high school when they're no one. Let's just have you run headfirst into each other over and over again. No, when you were in high school, I'm saying. They were starting to worry about concussions by the time I was there.
Well, also it was Oklahoma. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell when an Oklahoma football player has a concussion or not.
Oh right, yeah, you're home of the Oklahoma drill. Yeah, you guys are all
you spin around and get hit. Yeah, get hit at your 45-degree angle and go flying, and then you hop up, and then another linebacker's coming at you. Oh yeah, no, it was
Okay, I worked in rehabs for a minute out here, and
alcohol rehabs or
drug and alcohol. Yeah.
Okay.
So many people from Oklahoma.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a vacation, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, it's the rehabs are phenomenal out here and stuff, and covered by insurance. But yeah, there are just so many Okies.
Oh, I think part of the rehabs are a little bit of a scam business. I think. But
I know that.
Yeah. I know the drug rehabs are. I don't know about the alcohol rehabs.
I mean, here, I'll tell you, I was fucking doing improv games with rehab people.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is and some people came up and were like, "This is It's like so helpful. It's like I gotta like just turn off and all that stuff.
Not think about their own problems.
100%. But it also does feel like, hey, let's see what we can get out of the insurance. Improv games, sure. You know, I'm happy at
booking more gigs. Here we go.
I question the how good the science is on the efficacy of improv games in rehab. And I certainly wasn't a trained professional by any fucking stretch of the imagination.
Put on a white jacket. It's all the same. Whatever. You know, Dr. Stein. Here we go. It works out. There was there was like a major they used to have like laws where you couldn't sell alcohol, like hard liquor, only in like certain places in Oklahoma. Because I guess so many people, I don't know if it's part of like people aren't exposed to it or something. I never had a problem with it. Yeah, I mean, like in college, I probably drank too much.
Yeah, that's when you're supposed to.
Yeah, but like the beer there was
near beer.
It was 3 point as opposed to like 6 point.
Like, Colorado and Utah are like that too.
Yeah, and so I feel like it almost like sheltered people or something. And then I worked at a liquor store in Oklahoma, and like I was back there. My mom was whatever, blah blah blah, and I was helping my mom out, and I was working at a liquor store, and I had never seen like the non-fun alcoholism. I was only familiar with I had too much to drink, blah blah blah, and then I was never like I had never seen like here's a sack full of ugly black gross pennies that I'm trying to get like a warm Miller, was it Steel Reserve 20-ounce can or Mad Dog, and I gotta have a paper sack. I can't just. I was like, you don't need. No, I gotta drink this outside. I can't. Or people were having the shakes whenever they were walking up to me.
I do love in LA. I will walk down the street drinking a beer.
Yeah,
because it's against the law. But then you're like, well, that guy's doing fentanyl. So Willie Simon has a really good joke like that. But I mean, I've lived by lived by this for a while. But yeah, where he's like he likes crimes because he can get away with his lesser crimes.
Yeah,
like, 3 murders. I could park here.
Yeah, you're taking the hit for me. It's like a lead blocker. Yeah, in football or something. No, I've gotten that way too. Like when I'm going to a bar, I'll have a drink. I'll throw it in a solo cup or something like that. And I
just got the can. I don't go.
Oh, you give no fucks.
I walk right by police cars. It just doesn't seem like something that I'm calling their bluff.
Yeah,
I don't think they can enforce it.
Well, as long as you don't have like your dick out and you're not like screaming at children. Yeah, you know,
To me, that's I love going to like Vegas. Shockingly, Indianapolis, because they never got rid of the laws after the Super Bowl was there. They have open container.
Really?
But to me, it's such bullshit that you can't
New Orleans
walk around with a beer. I should be able to walk around with a beer as long especially when I'm throwing it out and I'm like being peaceable.
Yeah, you're not like starting fights or littering or whatever.
100%.
Yeah,
walk around a beer, and I should be able to have my first drink while I'm driving.
Yeah,
oh well. We don't live in a truly free country.
Yeah,
it's all.
Are you taking the pipeline from comedy to politics now? Yeah. Is that where you're going?
Yeah, that's a really most of the people who like my things are probably felons or whatever. You get 2 DUIs, I think it's a felony. So it's like, oh yeah, what a voting block to go after the drunk drivers. Yeah. The most sympathetic group.
It's literally it's a captive audience. Yeah, that's that could be great. You just start playing prisons. There we go.
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash of comedy, dude. Yeah, you can't wear your baby blue. You're Hawaii blue. You got to go all black now. That'd be great. What do you see? What do you see where things are going for you, man?
Man, it's nice. It's like
because I've always found you fucking hilarious, and I'm starting to see I like the last year or so I've seen you like pop up everywhere, and I'm fucking loving seeing that.
Getting booked way more, and it's easy to just like be like, oh, you always want more, and it's good to be hungry and stuff. Yeah. But I did take a step back and like acknowledge that like I kind of leveled up and was getting booked more, and and I'm very grateful for it. And the comedy store is an awesome opportunity. It's like instead of open mics, I get to work out like 3-4 times a week there.
Yeah, and, like, do showcase
audiences and shit, and
you don't have to think about it. You don't have to ask. You don't have to, you just
and you don't have to feel like you're constantly auditioning to like get in anymore. You're in. You can be comfortable.
You're validated
and shit.
to a certain
the confidence is up and stuff like that.
And there's a legacy of the Comedy Store too, where so many other people that work the door and work through.
100%. Yeah, it's a cool spot. It's a cool job. But for me, it's like time to fucking work though too. It's like you want to get to the next level.
Oh, right on. Oh, yeah. I wow, that's dope. I love seeing that out of you, man. I hope I'm still gonna like you whenever you're like all motivated and shit.
I think I'm gonna stay nice. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, motivated. I was going with successful. I was like,
you're already on to the next level. Yeah. It's like
no, I'll say I think my motivated is still pretty. Less working than most people do, but I work in the I do most of my writing on walks when I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna write now. It's like I let my mind wander and then I kind of end up at bits. And stuff.
I find that myself too, where I can't. There is some sit at the table and write.
Sure, editing especially, like tightening your stuff up.
Naturally, yeah, where you're like, oh, you get out of the extra syllables and like get more to the punch. It's just like, oh, why am I telling them this story whenever it didn't go.
I gotta work on storytelling. That's my next thing because I got some stories and I'm not that great at telling them.
I highly recommend those storytelling shows. Like even the one you find them like on the East Side. They made me so much for longer sets too. It was great, and then. You don't realize that you know how to throw all your branches of punchlines, while you're telling the story.
Right, yeah, and I wanted to...
Coloring with it, Yeah,
I like the story to be like the shell of the longer set.
Yeah.
And just be able to branch out into different bits and stuff. The most valuable, this was Norm Macdonald advice that it seems so like intuitive, but I feel like one of the biggest mistakes people make with storytelling is don't give away the ending at the beginning. Because like you want to like assure the audience or whoever you're telling it to that like, oh, it's going somewhere, it's going to make sense, but you really just fuck yourself over when you when you give that information away.
You shortcut it or whatever. I mean, of course, I'm probably biased for stand-up comics, but like my favorite storyteller right now is probably Dave Chappelle because he's moved so much into storytelling.
Yeah, definitely.
It just you get tired of jokes and you evolve as a person or whatever, and it's just
he just put out a new one. But the first time I saw Mike Birbiglia special, my girlfriend's boyfriend, just the way he it was one big story. Like I didn't expect it to come full circle in such a way at the end, and it just wove in so many different things. I thought that was so masterful.
And you probably don't even realize how good you are at coloring in the color of the story, and filling in the details where you can find little branches and little offskirts of humor,
For me, I've been hitting like the lyric Hyperion, like storytelling mic here and there. And for me, I think it's just about repetition, doing it, and like just being a little meticulous and planning it out instead of trying to like
go off the cuff.
Yeah, because with jokes, I can kind of I've got a place where I can do that a little.
You know your inventory of jokes.
Yeah.
You know where you can pull this one out, that one out, and it's a new muscle for you.
Yeah.
No, that's fucking dude. I think once you start knocking that out, you'll be fucking unstoppable, man. Anyway, so where can people find you?
At hack_Stein.
Oh, you're not a hack though.
I know, but that's just a funny name.
Hack_ social media.
Yeah, hack_Stein.
Yeah.
Instagram and TikTok. That's the only places I post shit.
Yeah.
I don't have Threads. I don't have X. I don't have.
Don't talk about what you don't have. You're fine. You're good. You're worthy. You're a good person, Zach. You're very funny.
Yeah, they can watch Kurt Gone Wild. That's a
web series
that starring my buddy Kurt Steinmuller. That me, him, and our friend Jackson Banks.
Oh, very funny, dude.
Together.
Super funny. Kurt with a K.
Yeah, Kurt with a K.
Kurt Gone Wild.
Kurt Gone Wild, and then come around the Comedy Store. I'll be going up there.
Yeah. Dope, man. Dude, thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Guys, thanks for listening. If you like the podcast, like it, subscribe, whatever, all that kind of thing. Check the Patreon, and that's all I got for you. Later. Bye. Thanks for coming on, bro.
Thanks for having me.
Support for Obnoxious Valid Points is not brought to you by Audible. Audible, are you too stupid to read a book? Have one read to you. You'll find no books or mentions of books at patreon.com/ovpoints.